And that's a boundary from the bats of Sunny Kanekar. So after completion of 1 over, score moves on to 1 run. I'm sorry, 6 run without loss. The second semi-final between Sai Sport Warriors and Avengers. Sai Sports is led by Sagar Gosavi and Avengers is led by Pushpishil Desai, but because of some injuries in his lower back, he could not continue his first over, though he had delivered a very good ball. So AGM Viresh Sunny Kanekar on strike. AGM Viresh, who has been, I think, till now a leading wicket taker. And very well left by Sunny Kanekar. And a signal from the umpire, it's an extra. So extra wide added to the total of Sai Sport Warriors. Very well played by Sunny Kanekar. Went onto the front foot. Defense did give respect to a good delivery by AGM Viresh. We have seen a good bowling performance from Viresh. He has taken 5 in his first match and then 4 in the other match. But he has a challenge in front of him right now. That is up in the air. Slightly uppish. And easy 2 runs there. There was some chance to be caught, but the only thing the batsman has to plan out on this pitch is that weight on the wicket. And that's a wicket. Hello. So the new batsman in Pratik Naik trying to cut it and cut hard. Very well kept by Somesh behind the wickets. Shot from Gauri. That was a good shot and very good fielding from Pushpashil. Good efforts out there, I would say. Though he is quite injured with his back, he is putting all his efforts out in the fielding there. A very good shot by Gaurish. Chance of a run out there, and there is no backup. And easy 5 runs added. The fielder should have given a single rather than throwing it unnecessarily and giving a boundary out there. These kinds of runs the fielder has to restrict, because in a hurry of run out and cancelling that one run, the fielder gives away more 4 runs. A heartily congratulations to Girish Lions for being the first team to reaching the finals of this Warriors tournament. And a great shot from Gaurish. A very good shot through the covers. Very well attempted by Pushpashil there. and then they converted into 145 in 20. So this is the thing which these two batsmen has to do from here. A very good shot there. Very well field placement. Till the fielder picks it up and throws. A single has been taken. A good shot. Good looking shot by Pratik. AGM Viresh bowling his second over from Maruti Garden. Good field placement. That was a very short ball, but ball kept low. So the new batsman in is Rohit Naik. After departure of Gaurish Raut, was looking very nice with the bat. He was trying to hit it, but ball kept low and Viresh hit the target. So these two has to build a good inning from here. This is just a fourth over. A long way to go from here. Till now, AGM Viresh has picked 11 wickets. And that's a big blow. Rohit Naik departs. New batsman in is Rajdeep Fatarpekar and on a hat-trick. AGM Viresh, very good deliveries. All 3 wickets which he has picked were on a good ball. He's a tall guy with a great pace. A good looking run up from Maruti gut end. Very well played by Rajdeep Fatherfaker and a simple single there. Could have stopped that run. So after completion of 4 overs, score moves on to 26 for the loss of 3 wickets. So Somesh Prabhudesai has been brought into the attack by the captain. Till now a good bowling performance there by Avengers. A slight misfield there and resulted into a single. Again a good shot by Pratik but finds a fielder there. That was a slight rise of the pitch. A short ball there and a simple run out. That was no run. That was a call of Rajdeep Fatherpaker. That was right into the hands of a backward point fielder.
After completion of 5 overs, the score is 27 for the loss of 4 wickets. AGM Viresh, the leading wicket taker in this tournament, is going to continue from the Marutigarh end. He already picked up 2 wickets in this match. Oh, again, wonderful bowling. This is very good bowling here. He is the find of this Warriors Premier League. He's very young, has a good height, and generates good pace. A good prospect for the future. That's a nice shot. Probably that's the best shot of the day, but fielder is placed for the shot. But that shot will give a lot of confidence to Rajdeep, because that was an elegant cover drive from the middle of the bat. That will give him a lot of confidence, and his team requires a good inning from him now. Partnership is what Sai Sports would be hoping. Oh, very well bowled and equally well played by Noor. Noor is again a very good youngster. What Sai Sports need is a partnership now, at least of 35 to 40 runs. Oh, that's very well left, and that's wide called. So another run added to the total. The score moves to 29. This is the 6th over in progress. So they are going about 5 runs per over. Oh, it's slower delivery, but the line wasn't right. It was drifting down the leg side, and the umpire declares it wide. So another welcome run for Sai Sports. Some freebies are being offered here from Avengers. Oh, this time a short delivery, and it came very slowly after the batsmen were almost ready for a block, but then this ball came very slow off the deck. So Viresh to continue. Oh, that's a nice shot. The fielder is placed there. 2 runs is the call. Oh, that's a poor fielding there. And it's a welcome boundary. Fielding is a big concern here for Avengers. Almost they have given 10. This 12 runs have been given by way of misfields. On top of that, there have been some extra in terms of wides and all. Again, nicely played for a single. So is the fielder, but there's always a single there. Oh, good batting here by Noor. He's not trying to hit the ball. He is concentrating on singles and doubles, which is the need of the hour for Sai Sports after they have lost 4 quick wickets, and the top order has been back in the pavilion. Oh, that's a slow delivery again. Another single taken. This is good batting. This is the way they should continue. With that, 6 overs are completed. The score is 35 for the loss of 4 wickets. 36, I beg your pardon. It's a very good shot from the bat of Rajdeep Fadar. Oh, nicely played. Very elegant looking player is Rajdeep Fatharpikar, and he has to continue in the same form. And Somesh will be eyeing for a wicket because then the tail will be exposed. Noor has to compliment Rajdeep. Well, Rajdeep so far has looked very compact and very elegant. Noor has played sensibly so far, and he has to continue that because the partnership is the need of the hour for Sai Sports. Oh, that's a very good delivery and somehow played out by Noor. This time very good delivery again. So consecutive dot balls here. He's bowling wicket to wicket here, not allowing the batsman any room. Oh, this time a quicker delivery and wait for the umpire signal there, or leg by is the signal. And that flew off the thigh of Noor. With that, the score moves to 45. We are in the 7th over. So slowly they are picking up their run rate. They are already over 6 runs now. The current run rate. At one point of time it was below 5. And that's very well played because they already got the desired runs in the over without taking much effort, so he could play out the ball. The change in bowling now. Sanjay Misal, the left arm spinner, being brought into the attack. Avengers have a very good bowling unit, although they have injured bowler in Pushpashil, who just bowled a couple of deliveries and then backed out because of an injury. Left arm orthodox spinner Sanjay Misai has done well in this tournament. This time a short delivery and he pushed towards the long off for a single. It was a half cracker actually, but the situation in which Sai Sports finds, they don't want to take any risk. This time on the money. This is the line and length. He has been bowling all throughout this tournament and has been very successful. Again, dot delivery there. So good comeback after a half cracker, a half pitch delivery ball. Now he has found his rhythm, his line and length. Oh, again, once again, very good bowling here, not giving any room to the batsman. The batsman has to play straight back to the goaler. Some pressure being built by Sanjay. Oh, this time well played, but straight to the fielder there, Mukhtar Kadri. A very good cricketer, all-round cricketer, he can do anything. Oh, this time a very good shot, but the fielder is placed there. This time he doesn't make any mistake, only for a single. With that the score moves to 47 for the loss of 4 wickets after completion of 8 overs. So much to continue from the railway gate end, and batsman strike is Noor. Oh, that was a streaky shot. Lucky enough that the ball was not collected well by the keeper, otherwise the score moves to 49. Somesh. Oh, very well played by Rajdeep. Another single. With that the score moves to 50. Hard toiled 50 for Sai Sports, but they will be happy. Still the run rate is quite decent. Again a dot delivery. Noor. Oh, nicely driven, but straight to the fielder. Pushil. Another dot delivery. Oh, again driven straight to the bowler, a slight fumble which allowed them another single. So right now the best place for Noor is to get to the non-striker end and let Rajdeep take most of the strike. Oh, again a very good shot, but only for a single. A good over for Avengers by Somesh. He's bowling tight. Oh, again a unique kind of shot being played by Noor, but no runs. With that the score moves to 52 for the loss of 4 wickets after completion of 9 overs. So Sanjay Misal to continue. On strike is Rajdeep. He's looked solid so far. Oh, this time very well bowled. outer edge of the bat. This time very well played and very well fielded. What commitment from Pushpishil. He's injured and still he can feel like the way he does. Some dot balls being bowled. And the pressure has been put now on Sai Sports, but Rajdeep is playing a cool inning. He has understood the situation of his team and doesn't want to take any undue risk. This time well played for a single. They are trying for the second, but not to be. They will not take chance with Somesh's arm. Another single added to the total. The score moves to 54. Slowly and steadily. Again, very well bowled here. This is good bowling here by Nisar. Once again, well bowled, and a single only will come from that delivery. Just 3 runs of this over. The score moves to 55 for the loss of 4 wickets after 10 overs. The spinners have put the brakes again on the runs, and the run rate has come down to below 6 now. Oh, this time a good delivery right in the block hole. Well dug out by Rajdeep. This is good bowling here. They're piling up the pressure. And again a good shot, but only for a single. Only singles have come from last 4 to 5 overs. Oh, that's appeal was there, but it is clearly going down the leg side. The bowler was not very interested. Again a good delivery. Too many dot balls have been played in the last few overs. Oh, again a dot delivery. So this is super bowling here from the spinners on both the ends. Somesh on one end. Oh, another dot delivery. So with that, the score moves to 56 after completion of 11 overs. Our scorer Viraj Tendulkar informs me that the last boundary was scored in the 7th over. Now we are in the 12th over. So no boundaries for last 4 to 5 overs. Credit goes to Somesh and Sanjay Misal. Somesh now back behind the wicket. A versatile cricketer. Again they wants to. Oh, chance for a run out. Oh, slight fumble there from the bowler which allowed the second run, otherwise would have been tight. Score moves to 58. Oh, good shot, but straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. This time a good shot, but only for a single. Oh, and that's a stumping. That's out. So another wicket down. Noor Aurangwale departs. So new batsman in is Balkrishna Darkar, better known as Pinty. Experienced cricketer. He'll have to use all his experience on the field now and bail his team out of the trouble. Again another dot delivery. It's good bowling here by Sanjay. Oh, chance for a run out. Pope chose to go at the keeper's end. So another single will end the 12th over. 60 for 5.
So we're starting from relay ground for Avengers. Avengers are in commanding position right now. So one of the batsmen for Sai Warriors have to play out of his skill to get a respectable total to give a challenge for Avengers. A PC delivery by Rupesh outside off stick will be failing to connect. Oh, it's a way down the leg side, resulting in the boundary. So it's a wide boundary. So some welcome runs for Sai Warriors. I think Avengers have already considered around 20 extras. The second field Avengers have to improve. Again, swing and a miss by Pinty. It's outside off stick. Again, it's a good shot, but still in the hands of people in the covers. I think captain of Sai Warriors should have promoted himself up the order after the disaster start. Again, it's a tight line by Rupesh, maintaining the pressure which was built by Sanjay Misar and Samish Prabhudesai for Avengers. What a hit! But what a shot by Pinky out of the box.
स्कोर कितना खेलना हाँ
So score moves on to 71 for Sai Warriors. Sanjay Misai continuing from Marthi round. What a monstrous hit by Pinty out of the box. Desperately needed by Sai Warriors. Father Picker playing sensibly, just rotating the strike. Very well bowled by Mukhtar Kadri. Well disguised slow delivery, but way outside of stick. So with the single score moves on to 90. Still it's a good score by Sai. They need another 40 odd runs. What a huge hit by Sai! What a hit! He's in tremendous form! Back-to-back boundaries for Sai cricketers. Well bowled by Mukhtar Kadri, good comeback. So with the 6, so Hurts after 17 overs, Sai Warriors. So Rupesh continuing from Marthi round for Avengers. So this is the Curchorem. Very well bowled by, but way outside off stick, resulting in a wide. With the wide score moves on to 111. So it's a very comfortable total, I guess, because chasing in the second inning is very difficult. Very well struck, very well struck over the covers for two. So his father picker playing sensibly here. Again, it's a edge, but heavy for boundary for Sai Warriors. So runs are coming fully here for Sai Warriors in last 2 overs. So that's the kind of finish they needed in this last 4 overs. So the score moves on to 117.
घायल परिंदा है तू दिखला दे जिंदा है तू बाकी है तुझ में हौसला
I don't understand the fielding setup by Avengers. There is no point and the short term. So it's a very unusual fielding setting by the captain of Avengers. The way Pritesh is bowling, there has to be third man. Again a smash, try to smash out the middle area. Sagar just missing the delivery. So after the completion of 18 overs, score is 118 for 6.
की आगे अंबर पनाहे मांगे कर डाले तू जो
It's a good fight back by Sai Warriors.
स्कोर कितना आला स्कोर कितना आला तुषार
So 123 the score. So they got the par score here in this tournament. Batting first, 123 is the par score. The teams have struggled to chase the score in this tournament, and don't forget this is a semi-final. So they already got the number they want. Again, coming down the tracks again, but Mukhtar is a smart and crafty customer. Where he bowled outside off stick. So resulting in a dot ball. Still it's a good over for Avengers. Till now only 5 runs have come off this over. Oh, up in the air. Rupesh under it, and what a catch by Rupesh. It's a very good catch by Rupesh under the circumstances. It was quite a high there. Juggled and caught it for the second time. So Shaggy batting after playing a good hand for his team. Just started the momentum for Sai Warriors. So with the completion of a 19 over score is 122. So according to me, Sai Warriors have to get just 6 runs of the last 6 deliveries, and 130 will be a Sai Warriors managed to get another 6 runs in 6 deliveries, then 130 will be very competitive total here on this ground. Batting second is not easy here. It's the history of this ground. Very well struck! What a hit! Out of the box! Again a shot delivering straight down the ground. So rolling the 2. So nice contribution for a batsman Nikhil. 18 2 deliveries. Again a short delivery. So we are trying to try to catch the ball. So last 2 deliveries of the inning, and Sai Warriors have already managed to get the par score on this ground. They are 130 now. Still 3 deliveries to go. Again a straight down the ground, and it's a boundary. So these are some valuable runs for Sai Warriors. What a comeback by Sai Warriors. After that early collapse, score is 135, 137, sorry. Last delivery of the inning. Very well struck, straight down the ground. So with this 2, the score was on to 139, and 140 is the target for Avengers. So 139 is the score after 20 overs and 140 is the target for Avengers. So after that early collapse, Sai Warriors found themselves in a commanding position in the semi-final because 140 is a huge target on this ground. Chasing, so for Avengers, one has to get out of the skins. One has to get 50 out of two marquee players or the push pushing or a wicket. So see you after a break of 10 minutes.
So in the end, a very decent total put on the board, and Sai Sports will be very happy with their performance after losing 4 early wickets. They have posted a very competitive score, a very competitive target of 140 runs, and Sagar Gosavi, he will love this situation now. They need a good start, and Sagar is definitely. Oh, very well played, but no run there. A good start from Sagar. First delivery, dot ball. So good comeback here from Sagar, immediately correcting his line and length. Another dot delivery. So just a boundary being scored. All the other balls have gone without runs. So 4 without loss in the first over. Again, this time they are going for a single chance for a run out, but not picked up cleanly. With that single, the first over is completed. 5 without loss. So new bowler from the Martigat end is Nikhil Naik. We saw him batting in the last over. He hit some lusty blows, which helped Sai Sports get to this total of 139. So let's see what he can do with the ball. And that's up in the air. 2 fielders coming under it, and one of them takes it. I think it's Noor. So the first wicket down for Avengers, and with the breakthrough which Sai Sport were desperate. This time a short delivery and pulled away, and that's another boundary. It was the first boundary for Push Pushil. He is injured, but it's still been. So Push Pushil is away with the boundary. come back here by Nikhil. Slightly slower delivery outside the off stump. And he's making the batsman stretch. He knows that stretching will be difficult for the batsman as he has an injury. This time a cracking shot straight to the fielder. A single. The fielder was on the line on the 30-yard circle and was not taking start. So easy single there, but that score moves to 10. 10 for 1. The second over in progress. Nikhil Naik. And that's very well played by Somesh for a single. Comfortably taken single there. A very intelligent cricketer, this young boy from Shiroda. Somesh, he can bat well, bowl well, and now he has shown us that he can keep as well. Very well played and a cheeky single taken there by Somesh. So with that single, score moves to 12. This is the third over in progress. Avengers are chasing 140. Oh, it's a slower delivery and very well fielded there by Rajdeep. So dot delivery there. So every dot delivery will pile up pressure. The required run rate will go up. Oh, this time again a good delivery and good fielding. Another dot delivery there. So presently the current run rate this time, very good fielding. Rohit Naik, the outstation player for Sai Sports. He has not done enough with the bat, but he's definitely putting his heart out in the field, and definitely he will come to bowl in the later part of the inning. Sagar once again to Pope. This time there was a single. This time the placement was correct and an easy single taken. Very good response from his partner. And once the calling was right, the single was easy for the taking. So Sagar has been bowling good. There's a good battle going on between the bat and the ball. This time a good shot, but fielder is placed at the deep point region just for a single. The third over is completed. The score is 14 for the loss of 1 wicket. Nikhil once again. Oh, some good shot, but straight to the third man region, only for a single. A slight fumble there, but never a second run in it. So with that, the score moves to 15. This is the fourth over in progress. Oh, that's a crucial wicket and very good catch taken. Pope departs. So the new batsman is Nagesh Rekdo. Oh, very well played. A confident looking shot from Nagesh. First up, straight in from the middle of the bat. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's a beautiful shot, a beautiful cover drive from Nagesh Rekdo. Just his second delivery, first delivery also he played. So after completion of 4 overs, the score is So the new bowler is Bhagesh Rekdo, the young speedster, Goa under 16 player. Very good delivery. It's got some serious pace. Recently represented Goa under 16. Again a good delivery, chance for a run out. Oh, direct throw would have been interesting. Looking at the reaction of the fielders, direct throw would have been some good bowling here by Sai Sports. All the bowlers are bowling very tight, line in length. Oh, this time a wild swing, trying to play over the cover region, but misses. Bhagesh Rekdo. Oh, another good delivery. This guy showing what talent he has and why he was picked for the Goa under 16 team. Definitely a prospect and lot of things, good things to come from him. This time Pochuli played, chance for a run out, direct, it would have been curtains for Nagesh. He was not even in the frame, direct hit would have. So with that the score moves to 23 for the loss of 2 wickets after completion of 5 overs. Nikhil Naik to continue. He will be bowling his third over because already got a wicket. Oh, again a wild swing, but it was way wide outside the off stump and called wide by the umpire. So another run added to the total. Score moves to 24. Still the game is nicely poised. Oh, what kind of a ball was that? And that was a difficult ball for the keeper. He has hurt himself, Sunny Kanekar. This time a very good shot, and that will be a boundary. A welcome boundary for Avengers after quite some time.
So it's a welcome boundary for Avengers. So again a good hit by
Very good fielding.
and very well fielded by the fielder there. towards third man region.
So Tushar, Nagesh has made his intentions clear. He wants to go after the bowling, and it looks like Somesh will play the sheet anchor's role.
If the Avengers had to get to near that target, one has to bat some attacking shots, attacking cricket.
Again, Somesh plays it for a single. Somesh is concentrating on singles, and the intentions are very clear from Nagesh. He will go after the bowling.
Somesh has to bat throughout the innings. In last match against Damba Warriors, he batted through the inning and won it for Avengers by hitting a big six. And that's a wide delivery. So with this wide score moves on to
31. 31 for 2. Yes, Tushar, and a similar situation was there in that match also, where they have lost early wickets, and he anchored the inning and finally let loose in the end.
they have to target the one bowler of the Sai Warriors so that they can score of him, and that will help them to achieve the target. And not to forget, Mukhtar Kadri is in the dugout, so they have to take this. Very well done by Nagesh. So they have to take this inning till the last over and try to get as much as possible and take this match to the last over.
Yeah, it appears from the way Somesh is batting, he wants to take the match towards the end. The way Mahendra Singh Dhoni does, he doesn't try any fancy things early in the inning. He takes the match towards the end and he backs himself to score the runs in the end. And then they have batsmen like Mukhtar Kadri in the dugout. They can easily afford 10 run required run rate for last 5-6 overs, I think. Score is 32 for 2 after completion of 6 overs. Bhagesh Rekdo to continue. Now, who is the bowler according to you who should be targeted, Tushar?
I think still Sagi has 2 overs in his kitty, so they have to target one of the bowler because I am sure after some time the Rohit will come from the Martagada and he's a very good shrewd bowler, little lofty. So he's the spinner for Sai Warriors and he's not going to go easy runs for you. So they have to target some other bowler so that they can score of him.
It's very well played for a single. Maybe this bowler, he is young, he's inexperienced, but very talented.
No, but now the situation is not like that they can attack this bowler because they have to get a partnership going say around 30 runs and then try to target someone.
You will agree that Sagar is a shrewd captain. He has all the calculations ready, who will bowl when, and he has lot of options. There is Rohit, there is Balakrishna Odarkar. He has been exceptional in this tournament with his ball.
Very well played for a single. So that's the way they should play and try to get one or two boundaries in between so that they keep the run rate going. Getting Pope very cheaply is a huge bonus for Sai Warriors.
It's a huge appeal, but it looks like a small tickle of the bat. Umpire is not interested, but definitely all the fielders were very excited because they know the batsman they really want at this stage.
Very good back, and what a shot! What a hit, a slash from Somesh Purvasai. He is a very consistent performer for Avengers throughout this tournament. He is a very consistent performer for Avengers throughout this tournament. That's very sensible, Tushar.
Yes, the most important thing is that he has a very steady head on his shoulders. He reads the game and plays according to the game. He understood that there are some dot balls we played and he took a calculated risk because Bhagesh had some pace in him and that ball was wide outside the off stump. He made use of that pace to get a sixer. So suddenly the run rate is slightly improved for Avengers and a crucial bowling change here from Sagar.
So Sagar got his leg here because leg spinners they might sometimes concede some runs, but they give wickets and hope Sagar hopes that same thing with Pinty.
Pinto is a off spinner, so sometimes he bowls leggies, but mostly off spinners. And in this tournament, he's been superb. His economy rate is par excellence, and he has picked up crucial wickets for Sai Sports. So Sagar will be hoping for another good spell from him. It's a good shot for only for a single. He's a very tempting bowler, Tushar. Any batsman will feel tempted the way he flights the ball and he invites you to hit him out of the park.
Off spinners when they bowl, they have to tempt the batsman to get wickets because they have to pick wickets on the flight, variation in flights, the quick deliveries, the length in the balls, the maximum wickets they get of that flight deliveries. Again, it's a short delivery played towards the mid wicket region for a single. So with the single, score moves on to 45. So here a small little partnership between Somesh and Nagesh.
This time it was a quicker delivery from Pinty. He's mixing his deliveries. Very good shot for a single. Sagar, the boundary line. So good start from Pinty here, just considering singles. Score moves to 46. So again another single to end the over. The score moves to 47 for 2 after completion of 8 overs. So the target is 93 runs in 72 balls. So 12 overs, 93 runs. So the required run rate right now is 7.75. And the new bowler being brought into the attack is Sandeep Kurdikar from the railway gate end. Sagar is mixing his bowlers. He's not letting the batsmen settle down with some bowlers.
Tushar, this could be the bowler they will target. I think this is their fifth bowler of Sai Warriors. What do you think?
Definitely, I also feel that this is the right, and he is bowling also from the shorter side, where the boundary is on the shorter side from the railway gate end. Oh, this time a wide delivery.
But not to forget, he is the hat-trick taker for Sai Warriors in this tournament. The first man to take hat-trick in this tournament for the very first match for Sai Warriors.
As in that match, they were defending a very low total. Chance for a run out. Very well run there.
We already have seen two hat-tricks in this tournament. One is from Bambu and one is from Chittuj playing for Gunesh Lions. So
50 up. Oh, this is sensible cricket here from Somesh. This is one wicket which they will be hoping that they should get as soon as possible. Because if he stays for another 780 overs, then it will be very difficult for Sai Sports. So dot delivery from Sandeep. Oh, that was a slow delivery. Chance for a run out. Oh, that would have been an easy run out if we had throw. Should have been in the keeper's gloves. The keeper was waiting, and the batsman was halfway down. There's a comedy of errors in the last delivery. It was a slower delivery attempted by the bowler. The length wasn't right. It was a full toss. It should have been put out of the park, but the batsman misses. Then he wanted to run, but there was no run, and easy run out missed. This time a good shot, but a fielder is placed there only for a single.
Tushar, under such circumstances, the Avenger must know how to take full advantage of those bad deliveries from side bowlers, because they are not going to give you easy balls to hit. So whenever there is a bad delivery, you have to take full advantage of that delivery.
Definitely. And there was the field was only one fielder was there. Sagar himself was on the boundary line. Otherwise, the field was empty. He could have placed it anywhere when a boundary was for the taking, but he missed it. He was trying to go for a sixer, I believe, rather than going for a boundary. So Bala again from the Martigarh end. 52 is the score. Oh, Bala strikes. So crucial wicket down. Nagesh Rekro departs.
अरे बाला लाए बैकफुट है
So the new man in for Avengers is Mukhtar Kadri. He has won matches single-handedly. So side warriors have to be very careful here. Don't need to be complacent.
Oh, very good delivery first up from Balakrishna Odarkar. Flight it, made the batsman stretch and took the inside half of the bat and a single scored. So Mukhtar is off the mark with that single. Score moves to 53 for 3. This is the 10th over in progress. This time good shot, but only for a single. Straight to Sagar Gosavi. His favorite fielding position on this ground. Again a cheeky single taken by Mukhtar Kadri. A very smart cricketer, a charismatic cricketer. As Shah said, he can win matches single-handedly. Oh, appeal denied by the umpire. Leg bites is a signal. Definitely going down the leg side. So the score moves to 56 for the loss of 3 wickets. This is the 10th over. So the current run rate is below 6 runs per over. Again a cheeky single. This is what is a trademark of this cricketer. He will take such he will take such cheeky singles and suddenly he will give it a bang which will be out of the park. Sai at this point were 55 for 4. Avengers at the same time are 57 for 3. So more or less a similar situation, but Avengers are in a better position. They have lost 1 less wicket and 3 runs more they have scored, and the another advantage they have is that they know the target which they are chasing, 140. They know exactly how much runs they have to score. That advantage is not there when you are batting first. You never know what is the best score. Oh, that's an edge, and that will run away for a boundary. So the first boundary from the bat, rather edge of Mukhtar Kadri, but he will not mind. He will gladly accept any runs that come.
Nobody
Oh, this time a good shot.
drive to covers. One fielded by Noor. So already 7 have come in this over for the first 2 deliveries.
This is a crucial partnership, Tushar, and I would think that Sagar somewhere down his mind will be making strategies how to break this partnership before they set in.
For Avengers, they will wish that this 2 will stay till the last over.
That's what I was saying few minutes back. He was take cheeky runs and suddenly he will give a bang. And that up in the air, but lands safely. So very unpredictable batsman. He can suddenly change gears from first gear to fifth gear anytime, and then back again in the first gear.
बाउंड्री भी गेली
Some good shot for single. Somesh is playing sensibly, and 71 is the score. 71 for 3 is the 11th over. This time up in the air. What a catch! And what a catch! That could be the turning point of this match. You saw in the first semi-final the catch which Shubham took, and this is equally better. This is even better than the earlier catch, I believe, because this was flying for a 6.
इमर्जेंसी प्लेयर कौन है इमर्जेंसी प्लेयर कौन है
So AGM Viresh is the new batsman, but he will be on the non-striking end because the over was completed, and Balkrishna Odalkar will continue from the Martigan end. Somesh played straight to the captain Sagar Gosavi. Now Sagar is fielding in the inner ring. Again straight to the fielder. He's bowling as per plan according to his field. Very experienced cricketer. Oh, this time is trying to heave it. Oh, it's lucky that it didn't drag the ball onto the wickets. It's feeling the pressure here. Viresh is just come. He need to settle his nerves. Oh, beautiful delivery again. And Somesh is not interested because he wants to keep the strike. That's the end of the 12th over. The score is 7-2 for the loss of 4 wickets. So youngster Bhagesh Rekdo brought back into the attack. With the Mukhtar Kadri's wickets. Oh, that's a very good shot and very well fielded there by Noor. 2 runs scored. That's, with that 2 runs, the score moves to 74. Amin Amsekar, please report at the mic. Again a cracking shot and a very good attempt. That would have been another good catch. A good attempt, but I think the fielder has hurt himself. That would have been a very good catch. But definitely with Mukhtar Kadri's wicket, the Sai Sports are slightly on top of Avengers now. But one man is the thorn in the flesh for Sai Sports is Somesh. As long as Somesh is on the crease, the match is still balanced. This time very well played by Viresh. Viresh is a very good bowler, find of this tournament, and he has shown that he can hit some lusty blows. But right now, they required a partnership. Score moves to 76. This time a cracking shot, but Rohit is quick to get around the ball and collect it and restrict the batsman for only a single. So with that single, the score moves to 77. 77 for the loss of 4 wickets. Somesh is playing on 26 of 26 deliveries and Viresh is on 1 run. He's faced 5 deliveries. Bhagesh Regdo is doing a good job for his captain. He's not showing any nerves. He's just 16 or 15 or 16 years old, but he's showing a lot of maturity. Oh, very well fielded in the end for a big man. Oh, restrict the batsman for a single. With that completion of 13 overs, the score is 78 for 4. So the equation is 42 balls, 62 runs. The required run rate is 8.86, almost 9 runs per over. It's a good strike from Viresh, but straight to the fielder, only for a single. Very good bowling here by Balkrishna Odarkar. He is bowling his last over of his quota. His bowls brilliantly so far. That's a very good shot. That's a maximum. That's Somesh. That's a thorn in the flesh for Sai Sports. So with that lusty blow, the score moves to 85. Oh, now quicker delivery from Balkrishna Odarkar. Earlier he had bowled flighty delivery and the batsman catched on it, but this time no room. This time again, oh, very well fielded there, only for a single. He's mixing his delivery, he's putting all his experience into play. 86 is the score. Oh, it's a good shot, but straight to the fielder. Slight misfield, They are coming for the second. Very good running from Somesh. He was very alert to the situation. Viresh wasn't interested, but he called him loud enough as score moves to 88. Oh, that's inside edge. He
एक ट्रेन में से लेट कर बाद
Sagar Gosavi. Oh, that's a nice shot. Good sound of the bat. But only for a single. Score moves to 90. So only 50 more runs required. 50 of 35. So huge hit. Oh, very good attempt there from the fielder, but it sails over the boundary rope. That's a massive. Cheeky single. That's been the hallmark of Somesh. After hitting boundary or a sixer, he left 99. Oh, this is 100 up for Avengers. So after completion of 15 overs, the score is 100 for 4. So the target now is 40 runs of 5 overs. So the equation now is 30 balls, 40 runs. And equation is also very simple. Get Somesh out if you want to win. If he continues for another 3 overs, then Avengers will win. A chance for a run out, but sent back. Viresh was trying for a single, but that ball was hit straight to the fielder. In the meantime, the bowling change. Rohit Naik. That's up in the air. Fielder is gone. Oh, that was so near, so far. They had their tallest fielder there, and he managed to get a hand, but he was so close to the rope. Can't blame the fielder there. He made all the attempts, but a welcome sixer for that changes the equation in favor of Avengers now. 34 of 28. So the required run rate is just 7.29 now. Oh, this is good bowling here by Rohit. Rohit is a chance for a run out. Oh. Score moves to 107. Somesh moves to 48 of just 36 deliveries. And that's another boundary. Oh, they are losing their plot here. Suddenly, the game is shifted in favor of Avengers, but one wicket could still change the complexion of this match. It's a wild swing for a single, and yeah, happy with the single. So after completion of 16 over, the score is 112. So now the 28 runs are required in 24 deliveries. Somesh is playing on 48 of 36 deliveries. At one point of time, he was 26 of 26. So the next 10 deliveries he's faced, he has scored 22 runs. So Sagar back into the attack. He understands. Equation is 28 of 24. The huge appeal, but umpire unmoved. Leg by is the signal. This is the crucial inning being played here by Somesh for his team. What a knock. And nicely played for a single. He moves to 49. Oh, that's a very good shot for a boundary. So Viresh joins the party now. So wide signal. And Bai also scored. So 2 runs added to the total. The score moves to 120. So just 20 more runs required. Now only wickets can make any difference. Oh, that's 50 for Somesh. Well deserved 50. That's a very good 50. Much needed 50. Somesh, you can show your bat to the crowd. You all the commentary box, please. Somesh. And that's the wicket. Finally, Sagar strikes with his patented slow delivery. So 5th wicket down here for Avengers. And fortunately for Avengers, Somesh is still on the crease. So the new batsman is Sanjay Misal. 19 balls, 19 runs, 6 runs per over, 5 wickets in hand. Sagar Gosavi from that's slightly uppish, but into the gap for a single. So last 3 overs, that 18 runs are required. Rohit will continue. Left-handed Sanjay Misal on strike. The equation is simple. 18 balls, 18 runs, 5 wickets in hand. Definitely the game is in favor of Avengers. Only some brilliance from Sai Sports or Harakiri from Avengers could change the complexion of this game. Oh, appeal, but leg by signal. So another run, 17 balls, 17 runs. Somesh on strike. So what would Somesh do now? Will he go for singles? Will he go for the glory? The way he's batting, he could finish it in 3 balls. Oh, he goes for it, but doesn't connect. But he gets the desired single run. So required run rate is kept. 16 of 16. Oh, that was an inside edge of, but a dot delivery. So the equation changes. 16 runs of 15 deliveries now. Oh, that's a very good shot. That's a top class shot. There were 2 fielders placed for that shot and he bisected them perfectly. So with that boundary, just 12 more runs are required now of 14 deliveries. Again a good cut shot, but a single. Oh, it's good batting here by Sanjay Misal. He's equally good with the bat. We've seen what he can do with the ball. That's Somesh on strike. Chance easily completed single. So after completion of 18 overs, the score is 130. The 10 more runs required of 12 deliveries, 5 wickets in hand. Sai Sports now needs some magic to win this match. Anything can happen. If they get the wicket of Somesh, anything can happen. Now they are trusting their bowler who took a hat trick. They are hoping that he repeats what he does in the first match. So 12 balls, 10 runs. Somesh on strike. 5 wickets still in hand. What's in the mind of Somesh? Sandeep Kodikar. And that's a boundary. So just 6 runs, one big hit can do it. Will he go for it? We saw him hitting a 6 and winning a match against Samba Warriors. Will he repeat? Oh, there was an opportunity, but he missed it. Still gets boundary though. It was so bad delivery in the given situation. It was full toss on the leg stump. He just helped it down. Just 2 runs required now. Will he go for a big one? He cuts it for a single and leaves it to his partner to hit the winning runs. What a crucial knock. 61 runs of 43 deliveries. And still not out. Dot delivery. It appears that they're going for a single and that's it. Avengers are through to the final. And Somesh, what a crucial knock here. 61 not out of just 43 deliveries. The special prize coming up from Sham Sarmakar for Somesh. So the final tomorrow will be played between Girish Lions and Avengers.
There is a special prize for Somesh from Sham for his brilliant 61 not out. Somesh, there is a prize for you from Sham Samarkar for brilliant 61. Hello. I request Somesh to please come and collect your prize from Sham. The special prize for you, Somesh. Somesh, hurry up. A special prize from Sham to Somesh for his brilliant 61. I request Sir Charles, Sir I request Sir Charles to give the man of the match. Charles sir. I request Charles sir to give man of the match to Somesh Prabhudasai for his brilliant 61 and not out. There is one more special prize for Somesh from captain of Avenger, the manager, owner and captain Rupesh Mahale. Thank you, Sir Charles. Somesh, there is one more prize for you. Yes, Somesh, how it was in the middle?
It was pretty good that Mukta Bhai was playing sensibly there, so no pressure was on me.
It's very easy to say there was no pressure, but then this match was like so this because this is the semis and your wicket down and your team would have been in a tortoise.
Yeah, of course, because we don't have a good batting lineup till the end, so I have to score runs. That was it.
Well played and continue your form in the finals. I call upon the losing captain Sagar of Sai. Hard luck, Sagar. Batted very well to get to 140. Although it was looking like you would not score 140, but then your batting came up good in the last few overs and you put up a good fighting score. What went wrong?
Yeah, actually, our fielding was a bit slow. I feel we have given every single run which was hoping to be a dot ball. We didn't charge up on the ball, and they kept rotating the stride, relieving the pressure from them. Actually, we would have had good fielders in those areas to stop the singles coming.
And what do you say about your bowling? It was up to the mark, or they could have done a little better?
Yeah, bowlers did a good job, but Somesh batted brilliantly. We tried our best because as a unit we are playing only the fourth match. So we need to know the characters properly and whom to bowl when. So still no problem. Guys played well. We tried our luck. Still reaching for semi-finals was also not a small thing. But too when we haven't been together for too many days. So guys, you did a wonderful job.
I would say this is a good start. This is the first season of Warrior Premier League, and as you said, the players were unknown to you, and now you have been gelling. And I would say you will have a better time next time around. It was nice to have you here as a team. Thank you. Now I would call upon the winning captain Pushpushil Desai. The winning captain. What do you thought after 140? You were on. I mean, it was a pass score, or it was too little, too much. What it was?
I think as per our batting lineup,
It was not that difficult for us, and it was 7 runs per over. And obviously, Somesh and Kadri and me was the important part of this game. And Somesh is in tremendous form, and I hope he continues the same and win matches for us.
Yeah, it was 7, but then minus Somesh, and it would have been a really tough task for you, isn't it?
Yes, of course. You have seen the last matches here. Even 6 per over is a very, very difficult target, and I think it would have been a very good match if Somesh was out. And still, we had 5 wickets left, but it was little difficult as per me.
Well played to your team. Thank you.